But bookkeepers and accountants serve two purposes really when you get going. One is to keep you legal. You know, there are some quite tough piece of legislation out there which require books and records to be updated, let alone VAT compliance, PAYE compliance. So you have to be very wary around that, and it can be a minefield, but that's what you need to get an expert in for. The second side of it is how I'm actually doing. So I get all my receipts and I get all my invoices. Am I making any money? Am I running out of cash? And that again is where a bookkeeper can help you by producing weekly, monthly, quarterly management accounts, looking after your bank accounts, looking at your financial reporting. So the day-to-day financial management of the business, which as an entrepreneur or sole trader you don't really want to be bogged down with, and you shouldn't be bogged down with. You need to focus on what you're good at, which is selling your goods and services, and leave the admin of the finance team to the professionals really. I then, even myself, have an external accountant to do my year-end accounts and my corporation tax, because that's not something that I specialise in. So again, I'm an accountant, but I don't do all the things that traditional accountants do. So I suppose I'm a case in point of employing a specialist to do your compliance work. As for where you go to find a bookkeeper, it's incredible the number of people that you will know that are bookkeepers or are friends of bookkeepers, relatives, aunties, uncles. So in the first instance, you probably know a bookkeeper. Well, a bookkeeper keeps a score really. For use a sporting analogy, they keep the score. You're 2-1 up, you're 2-1 down, you're doing okay. An accountant will almost be a coach, where they'll take the score and advise you, right, okay, you're 2-1 down at half time, what do we need to do now? Or we're 2-1 down, what happened? Why did we concede that goal? So they take the numbers, they interpret the numbers and give the advice off the back of that, and that's certainly something that I do. I don't do your bookkeeping for you. I work with bookkeepers and clients, looking both backwards and forwards and giving the professional advice off the back of that.
If you own a business and you don't really know your way around paperwork, not sure how to deal with documents and invoicing and all of that, it is really important to actually find somebody to do it for you. A really good bookkeeper, I must say, because I have known in the past that businesses employ affordable bookkeepers, and actually they're just entering, because they rely on the system, they rely on a computerized system, so they're just inputting and without the care in the world. And actually when it comes to accountants, and because I was one of the accountants that review their work, it takes a lot of time for us to actually redo the work that the bookkeepers have done. So really businesses pay twice, so they pay for the bookkeeper and their accountants at the same time to sort out the mess. So it's really important to actually find a really good bookkeeper, that they know what they're doing. So again, it's a matter of need to make sure that you ask the right questions. Do they have the right background? Do they have a lot of experience when it comes to books? I would say accountants, really important to have one, because there are things that you may have missed out, you may not be aware of, that actually you could probably claim. So accountants will give you advice, and again, don't just go for the cheapest version, the cheapest accountants, because there probably is a reason why they're quite cheap. So again, what I tend to do is have a look online, go for reviews and things like that, and that's quite important as well, because you could go for a really cheap accountant and actually you could be paying a lot of tax because they haven't given you the right advice. So having the right accountant is quite important.